Look, after two tough losses, the 2023 election in Tamaki Makaurau and the by-election, which was a brutal loss, caused me to reflect on my time here and the energy it takes to successfully fight in an election. And after 12 years, I've looked around, and when my colleague, good friend in Whanaunga, Adrian Rurafe, announced his retirement, I recognised that I was the last surviving member of the Labour Māori caucus of 2014 and thought, I think my time has come to let someone else give it a go. So I'm comfortable with my decision. It was always going to happen in Waitangi because this is my home.
How quickly did you come to the decision?
Oh, no, look, it's been in train for a wee bit. Like I say, the by-election was one of those points of self-reflection where you think to yourself, geez, that was rough. And whether or not we can continue to give it the energy that it deserves and that the people deserve. So it's been at the back of my mind, and you ride a roller coaster of, I can do it, and then other days I can't. And I had mentioned it to the party towards the end of last year, and they said, stop there, Peeni, go and have summer, take a break, be with your whānau, and we'll talk about it this year, and that's where I've landed.
Did you have any conversations with the party around whether they supported you having another crack at Tamaki Makaurau?
Oh, they were always quite supportive. After the by-election, the leadership was clear that I ran the best campaign that I could have run, and I was really proud of our campaign despite the result. And if we could have carried that energy into the general election, they were backing me. They were full of support for my stance at the by-election. But like I say, that's the reflection point after a brutal loss, and whether or not we can keep doing that.
So you could have run in Tamaki Makaurau for Labour if you wanted to?
Look, I could have. In fact, straight after the by-election, because they were so proud of the job that I did despite the result, they were clear that if I wanted to stand in Tamaki Makaurau, that opportunity was mine.
Sorry, no, you go.
No, but like I was saying earlier, ka pū te ruha ka hao te rangatahi, the opportunity for young people to have a go is one of those things that appeals to me, and I think I've made the right decision to hopefully let whoever gets the nomination for Tamaki Makaurau to give it a go.
It all seems to have happened relatively quickly today. Obviously, there was a bit of, awkwardness around how it all came out. Was it always supposed to be announced today here at Waitangi?
Yeah, we talked about this was the best place for it, and we know that we're here for 4 or 5 days, many of us, and we weren't too sure quite whether or not the timing would work. But there was a sense amongst my whānau and my people who I've already spoken to, who are talking amongst themselves about what my decision might be and where I might go. And so the timing was a little awkward today. But that's Waitangi. I was busy on the marae with the Governor-General, and my colleagues were doing what they needed to do, and we're going to catch up a little bit later on this afternoon and reflect on 12 years.
So you leave your position, or announce that you're leaving the position with no ill will towards the party at all?
No, look, Labour gave me my opportunity 12 years ago, and at that time I can hand on heart say to you, there were other parties who came knocking. I decided at that time it was Labour. They gave me my opportunity. I'm thankful and grateful for that opportunity, and I wish them all the best, and will be doing my best to support them and a change of government at this election. So there is no ill will. The beauty about politics is you don't have to agree with everybody, and that's the case certainly true in the caucus and amongst my colleagues, but I leave with no bad feeling towards Labour or to any of my colleagues, or in fact to anyone across the House. I've always tried my best to maintain relationships across the House and wish everyone all the best.
Or was there any consideration of taking up those old offers of looking at another party perhaps?
No, there was always a bit of conjecture about where my allegiances lie, and I'm very clear Labour was the one that gave me that. But I also make no apology that I'm very close with Matua Winston and Matua Shane, because they are my close relatives, and have always supported strong networks across the House. So, no.
So no run for New Zealand first then?
Definitely not. That might feel like an uphill run, but no, not from me.
I heard a mention in terms of where you might be sitting over the coming days. Do you think that's going to be with the mana whenua?
Most likely, and I've alternated over years, sat on the home side, welcomed the Parliament, came on with the Parliament on other occasions, and I think, given my announcement today, and I know how much of Ngāpuhi and my whānau are feeling, I think it's probably the right thing to sit and be with them to allow them to absorb for somewhat will be a shock announcement today.
What's next? Job hunt?
No, look, I'm fortunate to have the opportunity to take a bit of time. But there have been some choice opportunities that have been afforded or offered to me over the past wee while, and I've said no to those ones. But look forward to what's next. What I can say though is I'm looking forward to not doing too many more media interviews and media scrums, and hopefully we'll get some time to rest and be with my family.